Um, it's kind of hard to sum it up in such a short summary of time, but to put it all in one word, Dwight Reed was the love of so many of our lives. He was the best brother, best uncle, best friend, best neighbor, and before all that, he was also a soldier. Served his time in the Gulf War, and I think that was the time in which he decided he wanted to make his career of being of service to others, because when he was deployed for the Gulf War, he served in the various in combat at the age of 19. He was, that was his MO, and when he got out, he did his time there and decided he wanted to continue his service by joining the fire academy in Mississippi, and he worked his way up into from a volunteer initially into the fire academy, and then up to at the time of his death, he was captain. And not only did he love being a firefighter, he also loved his community, his family, and in the neighborhoods, he was very active with loved children, because he didn't unfortunately have any of his own, but he had so many honorary children. He was very deeply involved with the baseball, Little League Baseball, and he would have a banquet every year for, for the families, and make sure all of the boys got their little trophies, and it made him, he wanted to make everyone feel special. He was the kind of person that always found the good in others. He would even, me being the total opposite. I'm always the fussing one, but just making a big fuss about nothing. Oh, sis, it's okay. You don't have to, it's all right. And but Dwight was, people that know him all say the same. He was just calm, easygoing, laid back, liked to laugh, liked to joke, loved to have fun, loved fishing, and playing basketball. Outside of his firefighting, his other loves were fishing and basketball and children. Like I said, everyone loved Uncle Dwight, and he also worked as moonlighting at one of the boys' homes, where he would try to mentor some of the young men that was in a bad stage in their life, and he would try to give them a sense of hope, and he just shared that spirit, throughout his whole entire life. I remember even growing up as a little boy, he was picturing himself as one of the superheroes. Shazam was one of his favorites, and I remember the time he broke his collarbone, thinking he was Shazam because he was gonna fly off of the porch. So, but it just so many wonderful memories, and growing up, when family functions, he was always the quote unquote life of the party. Loved to, he wanted to do his boogie woogie dance, as we call it. But whenever he was maybe on call, if there was ever a call, even going out, he would just always have his radio on, and it was something going. He was, I gotta go, even though I'm not gonna do it, but I gotta go, because he was just so compelled to serve, and that was, I said, I always say to myself, if I could ever come back on this earth and be somebody, of character, I would want to be like my brother, even though I'm the oldest. But still, I'm number one. He's number 6, but he's number 1 in my life, and his memory lives so strong amongst us. His spirit is always there, and he would never be forgotten. And his legacy, even in our hometown now, when we go home, people they always talk about how much they love Captain Head. They call him. His nickname was Head because he has a pretty good sized head. So he honestly earned that nickname, and I'm just so honored to have had to be his big sister, and to have him to have been a part of our life.